Hey everybody, it is still Monday, March 14th, 2022, 10:22 a.m. I am washing the dishes in the bathroom. So I have a tub here, and I have a rinse tub here. So I wash the dishes, put them in here, and rinse them in the tub, and then put them in the drying rack out there. Because I can't use my sink for a couple of weeks. If you have any questions about that, watch the video on tenant issues and also on, what did I call it there? House tour with water damage. So go ahead and check that out. But this is the way, so basically I fixed it though, okay, because the landlord completely ignored it and sent a guy in to fix it that didn't fix it and left me with wet wood and leaking water. Now, had it sat there for a while, I would have been in bad shape. And I kept texting him and texting him and texting him, and he has not responded to me since Monday, March 7th. All right? So here we are. Now, so I got the area all clean. You can see in the video, it's all clean and dry now, and I'm letting it dry out. I'm not gonna. So what I gotta do now, and I told him this, I gotta pull the thing out away from the, pull the cabinetry out and check under the dishwasher, because that dishwasher, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on under there, and I can't trust, Gino to come in and do it. It's the guy that is this superintendent or whatever you want to call it. So, and I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I sent him pictures of that, and I was like, this is the way it should have looked when you left here. I said, what were you trying to do? Encourage the formation of mold and mildew? Because if you weren't, then you don't know what you're doing, and you shouldn't be doing this job. So, anyway, so that's done. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing this for I don't know, a week or two or something like that, just to be on the safe side. You know what I mean? I want to make sure it's completely dry out under there, because I did find some mildew. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get that out of there. I vacuumed it under there and stuff like that, and I need to buy some caulking, so that way when I pull the cabinetry away from the wall, I'll be able to get it back the way it should be and everything like that. And I gotta, truth be told, I'm gonna research it first online. You know what I mean? Make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing, because I have not done that before. I have no doubt in my capability to be able to do it, but I've never done it. So I want to make sure that I've got all the right tools. See, that dishwasher, it's unusual. I mean, I've never encountered a dishwasher that runs that long. I told him I'm going to check the manual and just make sure that that's right, because I mean, one time it was near 3 hours, and it was still running, not even on the drying cycle, it was still washing 3 hours later. And that's a long. I just feels like that's extremely long to me. So I'm going to check that out. We got to make sure there's not a leak under there. Now, the reason this is such a big deal for those of us in subsidized housing is because mold and mildew, when they collect, when it builds up over a period of time, and then the Department of Housing comes in for an inspection, all right? And then if your place doesn't pass inspection, if they need to pull that all out, even though you could do that in a day, let me tell you something, they don't do that in a day. All right, let me just put it that way. And basically, you have to move out. You lose, but you got to go somewhere else because your house has passed inspection. So I'm telling you right now, if you're in subsidized housing and you have, a leak or something like that, and your landlord's not taking care of it, you jump on that. It is not hard to do, and it's not hard to find out what to do yourself to fix that stuff. It is very important. Other than renovations, it is one of the most common ways that landlords get tenants out of an apartment when they don't have other means to do it. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's happening here. Although you have to admit that evidence looks pretty, like, that's unusual. The guy left wet wood with a leak sitting in there for a week and would not respond to me. I mean, that's really weird. You know what I mean? What else would that look like? So I don't know. I mean, but if that happens to you, now you know what to do. All right? You know what I mean? It's not that hard. Look it up online. You know, I'm sure, or get a friend even. Get a friend, and you have the right to do it. You know why? Because if your landlord's not taking care of it, you got to be the adult and the smart one and step in. Okay? Don't accuse them of anything. But what's obvious is that they're not taking care of it. Someone had to do it, and you did it. But make sure you don't screw the. You know what I mean? Know what you're doing a little bit. I mean, don't. You know what I mean? Because then you'll end up in a worse situation. But it is, or call in a plumber. Call a plumber. It is your right to do that, and they can invoice it to your landlord. Send it to your landlord because he's supposed to pay for it, and if he didn't do it, then you needed to take care of it. All right? So I'm going to let this go. I'm going to finish these dishes. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to remind you, as I always do in every video, to brush your teeth, to floss, and to say your prayers. And I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. Bye.